Peace, tribe. All right. So I'm back with another reading. Wish you inner peace and wholeness and sending you nothing but love. All right. I hope that you've been well. All right. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your views, your shares. Okay. And for hitting that subscribe button. Okay. We just got a simple tarot read today. Okay. Hit the bell. Most High Divine Spirit, I ask that you protect me and guide me as I channel this message and this energy for whomever it is for. Okay. Remember to only take what resonates and leave what does not. Ooh, y'all, that bell is really like hitting right now. I don't know. Something just really resonated on the inside. Okay. Spiders are significant. Spider webs are significant. Okay, you could find yourself walking through a whole lot of spider webs, or just you could find like spiders being around. Okay, it's giving web planning. You know, it's giving somebody eating. For some, it could be that trap energy too. Okay, confirmation for somebody. All right. Okay, we're gonna see. But yeah, again, remember to only take what resonates, and this messages are timeless. Okay. Just because I don't call you a zodiac sign does not mean that this is not your read. Okay. All right, Most High Spirit, what is the energy? 6 of Cups. Okay, some type of connection. Clarifying the 6 of Cups. 7 of Swords. That's giving that trap energy, y'all. So either somebody took their energy back, or there's a circumstance, or we're going to see when we get further into it which one it is. Yeah, someone you took your energy back, or you're seeing somebody, you're seeing that you have, it's almost like, you know, like that snake in the grass or snake in a circle or something like that. Okay. Let's see. Clarifying this 7 of Swords. You are a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities. Okay. I feel like I'm going to put this to the side. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, the Fool and the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. That makes sense with this 6 of Cups too. Some type of connection. Somebody you're... Yeah, this is giving... This could be a mother figure. This could be whether or not it is your mother, or whether or not it's a friend, okay? Whether or not it's... there's definitely this feminine energy here, this mother figure energy here, this nurturing or loving type of energy here, okay? Or Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here. It feels like you took a leap away from someone. For someone, you took a leap towards someone, because I'm really noticing how this Fool and the 7 of Swords are like facing each other. Clarify this Queen of Swords, Spirit. The World, yeah, I was going to say, okay, thank you, Spirit. So it is what I was thinking, but I just wanted the confirmation. Okay, so your intuition is also heightened at this time as well. Okay, you could be really peeping stuff, and you may be like needing confirmation. Okay, you may be like, I peeped this, but you know, you you could have this feeling of like, I don't want to just judge them, or I don't want to just jump to conclusions. But nah, honey, your intuition is right. You've closed out, or you're closing out some type of cycle with a friend that you realize was taking energy from you, or a connection from the past that was taking energy from you, or a mother from the past, or something like that. Some significant connection with a feminine energy. Okay, clarify this world. Yeah, you're done trying to work on something or work something out. Okay, with that spiderweb energy, somebody could be trying to concoct or, you know, figure out how to get you back into their life, or trying to figure out, or you're focused on work. So it seems like you stopped dealing with certain energies, okay? You're more focused on building stability, okay? Clarify this Six of Cups. Yeah. You're putting it to rest, laying it to rest, laying that connection to rest. What's the Seven of Swords? I don't know what's this sneaky taking energy. Okay, Ten of Cups. It could have been somebody that you saw as family, or considered family, or is a relative related by blood. This card also represents happiness. It could have been like somebody could have been messing with your peace at that. Four of Swords, Ten of Cups. Somebody was messing with your peace. This Fool. Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It seems like you were looking at it, experiencing it, because this Fool's heading towards this. Whatever this connection was, you were naive to it before, you know, like naive to how this relationship or this connection or this friendship or whatever this connection is. It's like you overlook certain things, right? And you could have been peeped, right? You could have been peeped certain stuff, but you could have kept writing it off. You know how you do, like you be picking up weird vibes from maybe a friend or something like that. And this ain't, you know, this ain't for everybody, okay? Because some people, you know, it'll just be a certain moment or something like that, and some it's just like, no, they wouldn't do that, or it's like, oh no, this is my friend, or, you know, like, I shouldn't think that, or, you know, whatever. But it's like going against your intuition, and you know you've been feeling weird vibes for a long time, okay? And you're like, okay, it's like somebody seems like you're seeing clearer now, okay? You're seeing clearly. You've gone from a more ignorant state of being to a more intelligent, clear-minded, okay, way of being. You could have made excuses for somebody before. Now you're not making excuses for them, okay? Accepting somebody for who they truly are and being like, well, that's not going to work with me, my life, my timeline, okay? Not for what I want for myself, you know? Clarify this Queen of Cups. Two feminine energies out here moving forward, and the King of Cups. Five of Wands. Yeah, there was emotional conflict here, okay? I don't know whether or not, for some, you know, this person could have been manipulating you, okay? I don't know if it will go as deep. I don't feel like it's going as deep. Like, this feels like a more lighthearted, okay? It's just like, when you be like, all right, you accept that you don't like the way that somebody's necessarily living, and you do have the authority in your life to, like, you don't have to force them to change. But, you know, when you a real friend, you speak up, okay? You speak up, you try to help, things like that. But if they are the ones that are continuously going in that cycle over and over and over again, and it's pulling you back into it, and, you know, it's that clarity for them doesn't last long, and they keep getting back in the same cycle, same over and over and over again. You're going through the same cycle over and over again with you. For somebody, this person could have been and was a karmic lesson for you to let go of certain connections, okay? big water sign energy here. Something about Pisces. Okay? I said something about your intuition. Oh, there goes that more feminine energy. Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, somebody, you've stopped giving emotional energy to a situation or circumstance, person, a connection of the past, and now you're focusing your energy on what you can build, focusing on nurturing yourself, building your life, okay, creating physical wealth, okay. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. You're focused on stability, harmony, and balance, okay. This 4 swords. Yep, 6 of Pentacles. Went from the 6 of Pentacles to the 4 of Swords to the 6 of Cups. My bad. 6 of Cups, 4 Swords to the 6 of Pentacles. 646 is significant. It seems like when you put that connection to rest, now you're seeing, okay, for someone, you also could put the circumstance to rest because you weren't getting equal energy reciprocation, okay? Like, I understand, you know, we understand when people go through hard times, okay. It makes sense, you know? But again, that cycle over and over and over again, and now you're realizing through a time period that you've been putting more into something than something's been putting into you, you know? And like I said, this ain't for everybody, because there are those who will just unconditionally give. There are those who have the capacity and the ability to be able to unconditionally give, but there are those who have to learn that unconditionally giving and unconditional tolerance is not for certain situations, okay? Something about onions, okay? Something about onions. Onions spiritually help you to detox and cleanse and remove parasites. So for someone or something, or maybe this was that's also, you know, people can be musty, and musty can smell like onions, and that's like it's, you know, it's a dirty energy. Onions also make you cry. So somebody, this is like, it's something that it really mattered to you, okay? It really mattered to you, but it was something that needed to be removed from your life, okay? It was something that was hindering you and taking some of your energy and keeping you from moving forward. King of Swords, yeah, baby. The way I just slapped that card down was like, y'all know, folks playing spades, slap that thing down, okay? Yeah, the King of Swords, Queen of Swords, somebody you're truly looking at things with clarity. You've transformed, okay? You've matured, okay? Emotionally, physically, and spiritually, okay? And the fact that there's 2 pairs out here, there are 2 pairs out here, but they're adjacent, okay? Each pair out here is adjacent. So there might have been, it's like somebody you had, like, you could have been holding on to them because they were seeming so close, like, you know, seeming so close, like, oh, like, dog, this person really is, like, they're, you know, we get along well, or, you know, we're the same but opposites type of energy, or, you know, like, oh, we're this, is that, and the third, but you're really more so adjacent, okay? You kept trying to stand side by side with this person, but you're more so adjacent, okay? That's giving you're both on different paths as well, okay? So, like, they're on a different path and you're on your path as well, okay? So you have to let them go on their path so that they don't keep holding up your path, okay? I'm noticing these feminine energies, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups energy, are a little more forward. And then the King of Cups and the King of Swords are both the adjacent, hold back. You know, masculine energy takes a little longer, okay? Just like, you know, that phrase, like, women mature faster than men, okay? And learn faster than men. So something about a masculine energy. Yeah. Death, that's the end, baby. Mm-hmm. The King of Court, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's the end of your naivete, okay? It's the end of your naivete. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Two of Cups. Nine of Swords. Somebody is bothered by not receiving energy or information, or not receiving something from you, okay? There's also something you could have really thought long and hard about too. You was stressed over, like, should I stay connected to this person? You went back and forth before you finally decided to disconnect with a certain energy. It's not something that you just decided on a whim. It's something that you've been considering for a long time, you know, piecing certain things, and you're just like, okay, it's finally come to that point where you're like, all right, like, you can finally make the decision. It wasn't a rush decision. It's something that you've truly considered for a long time, okay? The choice, okay, lovers, the choice, okay? This is a choice that you've been considering and trying to figure out what would be best for you, considering all options, okay, considering everybody's feelings, considering everything. And at the end of the day, when it came down to it, you had to decide to do what would be best, okay? So yes, Death, Two of Cups, moving forward, this is the end of that connection, okay? So you have decided to end that connection. Five of Pentacles. You've decided to leave it out in the cold, okay? This is something that you had to drop. You had to leave somebody out in the cold. You're like, okay. It feels like they also could have been draining as well, okay? You could have really noticed how they were draining your energy, whether or not you got headaches after dealing with this person, or you felt tired after dealing with this person, okay? It's like, you know, back in the day when your parents, so you was playing outside, and you come inside, outside, and they say, pick one, inside or outside, stop letting out the cold air. They not trying to AC the whole neighborhood or outside. You feel me? So this connection could have been a inside, outside. You know, they keep wanting to come in and out, and that's making the bill go up higher because it's the house thermostat is making it think like, oh, it's warmer, so it's blowing, it's all leaving out, okay? Yeah. You held on tight to this though, you know, but it's been exposed. You held on tight how you were defending and holding on to this, okay? But the type of connection that it is has been exposed. And you're realizing that it was keeping you from moving forward, keeping you from moving on where you were supposed to go. It was hindering you from connecting where you needed to connect to. Ace of Wands. And now you have a new beginning. Okay? You have a new beginning. It's like now that you let this energy or this person, this connection go, you're seeing things happen faster for you. You're seeing yourself take more action. You're seeing yourself be able to do more. You're seeing yourself more motivated. Okay? I want to see what are some zodiacs. I did call those out. Okay, we got Taurus. Okay, somebody could be a Taurus. You or them. Somebody could be a Gemini. You or them. Somebody could be a Virgo. You or them. Somebody could be a Sagittarius. You or them. Somebody could be Aries, you or them. Okay, there's that double Gemini energy. So I'm going to stop there since I got another one. Okay. Yeah. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, Knight of Cups. You weren't receiving, okay? Or for someone you weren't receiving, okay? For someone you weren't receiving the emotional connection that you needed, okay? Or the care, or whether or not it's the sympathy or the empathy, okay? Or the compassion, all right? That's for some, okay? That's not for everybody. Clarify Knight of Cups. Yeah. For somebody, you had to move on. Like it's part of your life path. It's part of the karmic lesson for you to move on. It's part of your destiny to move on from this connection. Justice, Libra energy. Three of Pentacles. Okay. For someone, it was part of you having to end that collaboration. Okay. The Star and the Six of Swords, it was part of your healing process. For somebody with this Ten of Pentacles, the Star, the Six of Wands, the reason you were connected to somebody and you could have really realized, okay, the reason you were connected to somebody else was because of a certain trauma that you had. Okay. I've said this before on my other platforms, my channels, all this. Certain connections, when you heal, you realize that you were only connected to certain people because of the type of mentality that you were in, or the trauma that when you were still in a traumatized state of being, okay, or certain things like that, or trauma bonded. You only were connected with certain people because of trauma, because of certain pain that you experienced, okay? Whether or not it was shared experiences, like they experienced something similar, or because they were there during those and that was the person or thing that you fell back on, okay? Or, you connect with somebody too because in reality they are the past version of you. Like some people, you'll feel so attracted to them, you're like, why am I attracted to them? And they're more like the past version of you, right? And it's the universe's way of showing you how far that you have come. And that's that reality of, okay, you're going to keep moving forward or you're going to fall back into where you were, It's like the universe is you running into you at all the different stages of your life. And then it all comes down to your choice, okay? And whether or not you're going to make decisions that you need to be where you want to be, like who you want to be, or, not make the decisions and the choices and stay back where you were, not be who you want to be, or who you're supposed to be or destined to be. Yeah, that star came out. Certain connections are only for seasons. Certain connections are not for a lifetime. They're not supposed to be. Certain connections are for a limited time, the Hierophant. For you to learn a lesson. For you to overcome something. Taurus, Aquarius energy out here. Ace of Wands. Ooh, boy. Came out reversed. Yeah, some you had to let go. Divine timing. Yeah, it's divine timing. It is divine timing, Nine of Wands, for you to let go of this connection now. This really came back out, y'all. Yeah. Baby, this is giving the school of hard knock, okay? School of hard knock, you took night classes, okay? High Priestess. High Priestess and the Chariot and the Tower. Yeah. It's time for this change. Time for you to move forward. Okay. You are becoming someone you haven't been before yet. And it can be scary because letting go of these connections and going where you're supposed to go. Because you're going somewhere new. You're going to be a different person. Okay? The matrimony is significant. Somebody you about to get married. Okay? You could have had to let go. Like, that's significant too. Look, Ace of Swords. I mean, Ace of Cups. Ah. And the Three of Cups. I was about to say reverse. Like, when you get married and things like that, you're becoming a different person, okay? There are certain connections that you gotta let go of. You can't be, especially if you want to be like, I'm not gonna say you can't be, but this is my word, okay? You could take it or leave it. But when you about to get married and you want to be loyal, you want to build your relationship strong and solid, depending on who you are and what your relationship and your foundation is built on, you can't be out here still going to the club in the skimpy ass outfit and shit, seeking attention, okay? Because we're gonna call it what the fuck it is, seeking attention. Okay, it's different when you go out because you just want to like go and like dance or have fun or something like that. But purposefully, your man not out there with you and you want to wear this fit and realizing it is you want attention from other males. Like, you know, whether it's dressing or being around certain friends, like having a whole bunch of single friends and you married and they don't have no self-respect for themselves, you can't be friends with people like that while you married. Because they either going to tempt you to do some bullshit or down the road, it's going to come back and be toxic because they going to be jealous as hell that you in here in a secure relationship and they lonely and bitter. And that's just how the hell it be. Real talk. Okay? So for someone, it's like really realizing certain things, you're becoming a new person. And with you becoming a new person, there are certain things that can't come with you into this new life, into this next chapter. Whether it's people, whether it's friends, whether it's family, you setting the standard of your life. Like, honestly, I talked to some people about this, but married people, right? If you want a married, healthy connection, you should really have and make connections with other married individuals, not all y'all friends. All y'all friends shouldn't be single, you feel me? Unless and if they are, they not gonna put you in that circumstance, you feel me? Like, they got your back, they not gonna, you feel me? That's if you really, really know them type shit. But having those types of friends that be out here being messy and you trying to be married, that shit don't work, that shit don't last. I know some examples firsthand, you feel me? People being married and somebody having messy ass friends, and the marriage don't last because they sabotage their friend, they sabotage their friend marriage, but their friend allows them to sabotage their marriage because accountability, because they couldn't put their foot down, they kept letting other yeah be in their relationship. Okay, and at that point it's no longer a sacred connection. But I digress. The lovers. Yeah. Yep, school of hard knocks, baby. You done learned your lesson, okay? Learned a lesson, okay? Learned a lesson about something. Now you're moving on, okay? Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, baby. A new beginning with strength and fulfillment, okay? It might be uncomfortable, okay? It might be uncomfortable or be a little uncomfortable, okay? Because you're on a new route, okay? There's going to be new people, okay? But you have to trust, like I said at the beginning of this, trust your intuition. The same things that you peaked, that weird energy that you peaked, like, nah, you wasn't crazy. And you wasn't lying to yourself. You wasn't being weird. You was peeping shit. Okay? So just what your lesson was is, okay, trust your intuition. Okay? Because technically, this connection, whatever it is, would have been ended sooner had you not kept making excuses, right? But that's okay. It's divine timing. If you had to learn sooner, you would have learned sooner. You learned when you were supposed to learn because you finally learned now, right? Take the wisdom with you, okay? Not the pain. Not the struggle. Yep, High Priestess. I already said, you know. So you just pay attention. Trust your gut. Yep. Eight of Wands. Because you're guided. Point blank period. The Star, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Wands. Your healing is guiding you forward. Okay? Hierophant. Hermit, Virgo energy. Also got Pisces, Cancer energy out here. That Gemini energy as well. Clarify this, Hermit. Yeah. God and your healing is guided you inward. Okay, it's not to say that you just have to be alone, okay, but there are time periods when, now that you separate, you may be lonely, but you're not alone. Okay, you'd rather be alone and lonely than desperate and around a whole bunch of bullshit ass people, okay, that do not have your best interest and have hella fucking issues. And it's okay to have issues, but what is not okay is to not work on them. Okay. Oh boy. Nine of Pentacles. Just, okay. Independence. That's a whole lot of cards. Somebody's a barber or something. Or a hairstylist. Could have swore I thought I just saw a car flipped over. Nope. Okay. Yeah, Five of Cups. You'll be alright. You will be alright, okay? But don't let the old patterns and old habits draw you back in. Okay? Because that's what that is. That desperation, like after disconnecting and then connecting back because you're lonely or because, you feel me? Nah. It's going to take you right back around through this cycle. Because this is that cycle until it gets broke. There are better things going forward. Okay? Forward. Don't get stuck in the past. Don't get stuck looking back on these things that you don't even need to waste time on. Don't blind yourself and block yourself from the blessings that are literally coming in. Okay? Because even though you can't see what's coming in the future, baby, best believe you manifesting got some great ass shit coming. Okay? Be patient. Okay? Patient. Because there are all types of blessings coming in. But you just gotta be patient. Empress. Okay? I'm gonna leave this reading here, lovey. Alright? Wish you inner peace and wholeness, and I'll catch you later. So shine out.